This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and I'm coming at you live from Madison Square Gardens. Except I'm not. But I am coming at you live. So you guys, a few of you guys have asked for a garage tour update. So without further ado, let's get back to her. Right off the bat, you'll notice that the T-49 is missing. Or maybe you wouldn't notice, but it's missing. I sold the T-49 to go back and pick up the new Panzerkampfwagen 7, so it is now no longer in the garage. But I still have the Babe, the T-26 E4 Super version. The Babe. I have, you know, Hothead, the good old-fashioned M48 patent. And let me check here. I'm not going to do this with every tank, but it was specifically asked for on this one to check out. I'm currently, yes, I do have Recon. I do have Sich. So we are good. I was pretty sure I did, but I couldn't be quoted on it, so yes, we are good. We are currently training Camouflage next. We've already got off-road driving, 6 Sense, repairs, all that good stuff, BIA. So we're getting there. But yeah, the M48 patent. Alright, sorry about that. Had to find my way back out of everything. So the M48 patent, my favorite medium tank, you guys know. Absolute gorgeous tank. And not the fastest medium in the world, but that 105 it's got is pretty nasty. And now with the armor buff, which if you press Y and go in here, look at that turret armor. Ah, so good. So good. Still got the big mole on top though. But it's okay. It's just a beauty mark. Moving on to the T-57 Heavy, aka King Cobra. Nasty little tank. King Cobra. Where's the inscription? I know I have an inscription. Maybe I don't. Well, I should have an inscription. I think they covered it over with the new bags that they added. Let me check that real quick. Customize. Inscriptions. Yeah, Cobra King. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so they added these new satchels and stuff and helmets to the side of the turret, which is where it used to be. And now, since they updated the HD model, back goes the Cobra King to the front. But, yep, T-57 Heavy. Still got my T-110E5. Nasty heavy tank, you guys know it. It seems like the gun's longer. Maybe they updated the gun length. Good lord, it's a massive gun. Not a bad, you know, damn Yankee. Right there. The name. Moving on to the T-110E3. Got the T-110E3 over here. Boomerang. I took this one out for a little bit. That's why it's still got equipment on it. But right now I don't have a whole lot on her. I don't use her very often. But she's fun to take out every once in a while. This Sexton 1, one of the very few premium tanks that I have. So far we have the Super Pershing and the Sexton 1. Sexton 1 is world-renowned for being just a nice, low-tier artillery piece. It's a rapid-fire artillery. It's Tier 3 with a Tier 4 medium tank hull. So a lot of the low-tier light tanks, when they shoot their little auto-loader guns at you, their little tiny guns, they bounce off the front of it. So you can pretty much use this as a tank destroyer if you want. And last but not least, actually it's not the last because there's still the T-92, but M55 Tornado, 3 marks of excellence. What more can we say about this beast? Let's go ahead and jump into the crew on this because I know some people have asked about that as well, and we will quickly go through. We are training swimming lessons because sometimes you just need that extra time underwater when you are the guy that just happens to have a secret technique for evading shells by going underwater, aka the whale technique. Check it out if you haven't seen it on Swamp before. We've got Recon, BIA, Designated Target, Sixth Sense, Silent Driving, Camouflage, Eagle Eye, Situational Awareness, Off-Road Driving, Green Thumb, Muffled Shot, Clutch Braking, Pain Tolerance, Adrenaline Rush, Snapshot, Smooth Ride, and that's it. That's a lot of perks for an artillery piece, isn't it? But, you know, sometimes you just gotta splurge. Moving on, the Thunderdome. We have BIA unlocked first. We do not have Sixth Sense on Thunderdome. I've moved my American crews around here and there depending on what I want to use. So that's why T92 currently only has one perk. Plus, my M55 still got the original crew in it, so I'm not about to change that up. But the Thunderdome. 240 millimeters of absolute rage-inducing paranoia. Whether it's the person using it being raging, or the guy that just happens to be on the receiving end when it decides it wants to hit something. It's not going to end well. The Resistance. The Berliner. Okay. I didn't realize these were in there, but okay, I'll go with it. And I can't sell them, so those are War Stories tanks. Nothing I can do there. We've got the Death Star, aka Battle Axe. Good old-fashioned punch you in the mouth, then take you home and slap your dad on the way out. That is Battle Axe in a nutshell. 183 millimeter gun. Lots of paddlings issued by this tank. Moving on, we've got an update. We've got a couple of these premium tanks that are loaned to us right now. The Holland. I'm trying to get some good gameplay for you guys. I'm not a light tanker, so it might take some time. But I am trying. But I like this tank. I prefer the 10-round autoloader, but unfortunately the premium tank doesn't get a 10-round autoloader. It gets the fully upgraded 90 mil. Still a good gun, but it's not my preferred weapon. Yeah, that's the one. Panzer 5.4, one of the other premium tanks that I own. I think I own a total of 3 premium tanks currently, other than loaner tanks that have been given to me by Wargaming for a short period of time, so that I can get at you guys an honest first look at it and let you guys know what I think. Now, Panzer 5.4, you guys have heard enough about it. It is absolutely amazing. It's probably easily the most fun and easiest tank to play. You drive forward. If somebody gets in front of you, you ram them. You shoot what you can, ram the rest. That's all you gotta remember. It's very mobile. It's not the most maneuverable, but with the e-brake, it's not too bad. Panzerkampfwagen 7, our newest Tier 10 tank. Absolutely fun to play. Makes even, you know, average players like me look like I'm better than I am. Very, very good. Though I have been noticing a lot of people pinning right there below the main turret where the hull is rounded and it meets the side armor that's kind of flat. Apparently there's a nice weak spot. Let's look at that real quick. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose. Okay. Oh, I'm a dork. That explains a lot. I'm like, why ain't this working? Oh, there we go. But anyway, let's go in here. We'll look at the armor real quick. Yeah, right there. So, 160 millimeters of armor isn't that thick. It is slightly sloped, but you can see where the armor pieces come together can catch a shell. So, if you can hit that, there's a good chance you'll pin it. Even from the front, you can hit it. You can see right here, it kind of sticks out on both sides. So if you can get a good shot into that, there's a chance that you'll pin that. Don't know how, you know, how well it's going to work, but, you know, it's better than nothing. So if you absolutely have to, come face to face with a Panzerkampfwagen 7, and you can't run away. See if you can't sneak a shot into those little pockets. And Zyklop, the Destroyer of Worlds. Look at Zyklop here. Sorry about everybody sending messages. I really need to start going offline when I do these videos. Anytime I'm live recording, it gets so frustrating. But it happens. Zyklop, 17 centimeter gun, absolutely amazing. Pretty decent crew. Not crazy crew, but pretty decent. It's got everything you could ever ask for. It's got some mobility, though he's not the fastest. He's got a great gun, high penetration, premium ammo for the moments that you must have a pin. Not a bad tank to look at. Got armor where you need it. I mean, it's a good tank. The Gorilla 15, aka Norbert. We've got 15 centimeter long barrel, absolutely a treat to play. Don't get spotted, preferably. If you do get spotted, get the heck out. You've got the speed to do it. No sense in staying around if you're spotted. Moving on to some of my specialty tanks, the H-35. Now, the H-35 is my little secret weapon at Tier 2. This thing, as you've seen in the past, is an absolute killer. It has a rapid-fire gun that has decent pen for its tier, and has all the armor you'll ever need. Ooh, sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Anyway, Hotchkiss, great tank. And you can pick it up in the tech tree, and it's basically the easiest thing you'll ever get. I mean, it is so much fun. It's not the fastest tank in the world, but if you stay close to your base and your team fumbles, there's a good chance you'll end up having a fun game where everybody shoots at you and can't do anything while you just slowly and methodically wipe them off the map. Batchat 25 ton, aka the Intrepid. Right there's our Intrepid and the breast on the front, because that's where they're supposed to be, right? Anyway, I know, terrible joke. But the Batchat, one of the most overpowered tanks in the game. Ask anybody, they'll tell you. I mean, it's what it is. There is a learning curve, and I'm not the greatest in it, but even I can occasionally have that miraculous game where I come back and pull off some ridiculous clutch. Because if you're fully loaded late game in a Batchat, you could just absolutely decimate a team. Batchat 155-58, another fun tank. Now, this one has made a slight resurgence, and with the new update, has gotten some of its dependability back. I don't know what happened with the previous update, but for some reason, I tried to use this a few times, and it just would not hit anything. I would miss 3 out of 4 shots every single time and have to wait another 65 seconds to load. And that's unacceptable, and I wouldn't play it. Well, now that it's back to hitting relatively reliably, it's right back to being the beast that it is. KV-2, the king of derp. Need we say more? Just a beast. It's not got the most armor of all the heavy tanks out there. Will bounce some rounds if it's top tier, but that 152mm gun lays waste to lots and lots of little tanks. Here's the other half of the light tanks, and I will be brutally honest. I don't know if I'm going to do... It is a good-looking tank, don't get me wrong. It's got the dragon on the barrel. It's got just scales all the way down the barrel. It's a good-looking tank. But other than that, I am not having any luck with this thing. So maybe I'll give it another chance and we'll come up with a video, but I am not happy with this light tank at all. And we may have a salty Spartan review of this. TVP T5051, absolute monster. The only complaint that I have about this tank is that it is such a big-bodied medium, meaning everybody that sees you can auto-lock you and hit you. And they will likely pin because the body of the tank is so massive. Good turret. If they hit your turret, there's a good chance they're going to bounce, unless they hit just underneath the visor right here to the left of the gun. But everywhere else, you're going to get pinned most likely. I mean, I have bounced a few rounds, but I wouldn't make a habit out of trying. And then the Stark Sturv S1, another one of the loaner tanks. It'll be picked up here shortly. I want to say the 18th is when it gets pulled from us. But I'm pretty happy with the Stark. It's a good tank. There's no doubt about it. It's a very good tank. Takes a little while to get used to the siege mode. But once you start to get that down and you stay back and you engage from distances where the enemy can't see you, it's absolutely decimating. So that's my garage review. Did I shock you? Did we not have as many tanks as you thought? I mean, I've got 46 vacant slots, but honestly, I end up having to sell so much because I've been buying so many tier 10s lately with the E4 and the E5 and the Panzerkampfwagen 7, and I've been buying a lot of tanks, so I've had to sell a lot of stuff. So other than the loaner tanks, we really don't have a whole lot. Our three lost it. The 3 premium tanks we own are the Super Pershing, the Sexton 1, and the Panzer V4. That's it. I don't own any other premium tanks at this time. I have in the past, and I've already sold most of them for the same reason. I needed the money at the time, and I just sell it instead of worrying about it. If I want it back, I can always wait and get it at a discount later or something. It's not that big a deal. But anyway, I hope you guys like it. I hope this is what you were asking for. Now, I will end with, if there's another line that I want to go down, I'm thinking about going down the E50 line, which would be, what, this one? Yeah. Nope, I was wrong. It's this one. Comes through the VK3001, and you can see I've already been through this because I have the Tiger all the way up to the E75 unlocked, even though I don't have it unlocked. That's one thing I will say I do a lot. I get to tier 8 and then I just kind of stop. So that's one of my biggest things. But I'm thinking seriously of going down this E50 line because the E50M and the E50 are just absolutely miraculous. They have great armor for a medium tank. They have good mobility, good guns. There's really no downside to them other than they are a little bit bigger. But you know, it's a different thing, and I kind of like my beefy mediums. So I think it'll complement me pretty well. But anyway, if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.